Hello everyone, welcome to VMS class. In this lesson, I am going to introduce what is type checking in Python. Imagine you are developing an online shopping application. A customer is going to enter some of the details like he is going to enter the name Rahul, age 25, product price 49,999.99, payment successful. That is true. If you notice that all these values are stored in different variables like name, age, product, price, payment successful, but they do not belong to the same data type. You can see that it is the first one, it is a string. The second one, it is an integer. The third one, product price, is the float. The next one, payment status, that can be either true or false. It is a Boolean type. Okay. So I want to see what is the type of a particular variable. How can you do that? So that is type checking. In many applications, you need to understand on what type of data you are going to perform different types of operations. Okay. Before performing any calculations or processing the data, Python often needs to know the type of the data stored in a variable. This process is called type checking. You are going to process some data. First of all, understand what type of data it is. Based on that, you can do the calculations or processing. Python provides built-in functions like type. It is one of the function already we have used a couple of times, and IsInstance is another method or built-in function that is available to identify the data type of a particular object in Python. The syntax of type function is something like this. You can use type of object. You can directly pass the object to the type function. It is going to return the data type of an object. So it is going to return what type of object it is. It is going to return whether it is a string, whether it is an integer, float, complex, boolean, etc. So consider an example here. You can open the ideally shell and type this thing, name equal to Rahul, and you can print type of name and see what is the output here. Here the variable name stores the text. So Python identifies its type as string. Let me go to the ideally shell and type this name equal to Rahul, and if you print the variable name, it is going to display Rahul, what is that variable contains. If you see the type of this variable, now you can see that what type it is. It is a string, str. Okay, it is a class of string. Okay, so like that you are going to get the type of the variable. Even we have multiple other data types also. You can take age. Age equal to some number, you can take age equal to some number. Print age, type of age. Here you can see it is an integer. If you take the price equal to 99.99 and see what is the type of this price. So in Python, everything is considered as an object. So name is an object, age is an object here, price is also an object. So basically it is a reference. Okay, one object of float will be created and we are giving the reference as price to that object. Okay, now you can see this is a type of float. So is success, if I take is underscore success equal to true, and see the type of is underscore success, and it is a class of boolean. Like that, you can use this type function to check the data type of that particular object. So not only to this primitive data types, even you can use this for collection data types. You can create a list object here, and you can see what is the type it is. I am going to consider the first object, fruits. If you print fruits, it is going to display the content of that, and type of fruits. It is going to display, it is a list. Okay. So similarly, you can check the other types also here. Colors equal to, it is a type of tuple. You can take cities in the form of a dictionary. Here, student, name, Rahul. This is a dictionary. Cities, it is a set type. So every collection in Python has its own data type. So we have different data types here. Even we have none. You can take value equal to none. You can see type of this value. It is none type. The special value none belongs to the none type data type. Okay. We also have another function, IsInstance function. So another way is to check the type of an object. It is by using this IsInstance. You can see the type is going to return what is the class. Okay, but this instance is going to return true or false. It is very helpful in some condition. So the syntax is you can use is instance of object comma data type. So you are going to see this object is belongs to this data type. If that is true, then this method is going to return true. If that is false, then it is going to return false. Okay, consider an example. I am taking age equal to 25 is instance of age comma int. Okay, so it is going to check this age is belongs to integer. If that is true, then it is going to display true. Otherwise, it is going to display false. Right. Now let me take one simple example here. Again, age equal to 25. First see the type of this. You can see this is a int. Now I am going to check is instance of age. It is belongs to int. Then it is going to return true because this age is of int class. If I say is instance of age comma float, then it is going to return false because this age is integer, not float. So that's why this is instance function is going to return false for this case. Okay. And similarly, you can use this in any kind of real world application. I am having price variable that is 49,999.99. So before going to perform any kind of processing or any kind of calculation, you can check if is instance of price comma float. If this is true, then it is going to display this statement, price is valid. Otherwise, it is going to display invalid price. So as of now, we have not covered these conditional statements, but I'm just showing you how you can use this is instance in any kind of real world example. So before processing the price, I am going to check whether this price is a float type or not. So this helps us to prevent the errors and ensures that data is in the expected format. So you are going to perform some kind of arithmetic addition. For that, you want only integers. So unfortunately, the user is going to enter float. At that time, the results can vary. So you can use if is instance of that particular price, comma int. In that case, if you want only integer, then only you can do the processing. Otherwise, you can inform the user that you need int data type only. So in such cases, this is instance can be very helpful. The difference between the type and is instance here, type is going to return the data type of an object, whether it is a string, int, float, it is going to return the data type. But here is instance is going to return true or false. And this type is used to know the exact type, but is instance is used to check whether an object belongs to a particular type or not. The type function is going to return the objects like class int, but is instance is going to return boolean values like true or false. Some of the important points you need to understand in type checking. The first thing is in Python, everything is an object. So whether it can be integer, string, list, or even a function, everything in Python is an object with its own data type. So type returns the class. So if you use type of 10, so this is of int class. So it is going to return int. So Python tells us that the object belongs to the int class. And bool is a subclass of int. So you can use this print of is instance of true comma int, because basically this true is a boolean type, but boolean is a subclass of integer. So that is the reason print is instance of true comma int is going to return true. This is a very important interview question. Even you can try this. Is instance of true comma int. So that is the reason it is going to return true, because it is a subclass. Let me try is instance of true comma bool. So in this case also it is going to return true because it is directly an instance of bool and it is a subclass of int. Okay. So this is instance is preferred in real world projects as mentioned. The professional Python developers often use is instance because it works correctly with inheritance and object oriented programming. And every value has a data type. Even the special values like none have their own data type. If you use type of none inside the print statement, it is going to return none type. This none is also having its own data type. In Python, the type changes automatically. So if you notice this example here, x equal to 100. If you print type of x, it is going to return int. Again, x is I am assigning with a string. So in this case, it is going to show string. And again, x equal to list. So type of x is nothing but a list. You can notice that in Python, type changes automatically. You no need to manually provide any kind of data type. And this is another important interview question. Type inside the type. I have x equal to 100. Type of x, you know that it is going to return int. But what is type of x? So it is nothing but a type class. The result returned by the type, okay, whatever the result we are getting, this type itself is an object of type. Okay, if you want, let me show you an example. type of Type of 10. So here type of 10, it is going to return int. So if you pass this to the type function again, it is of own data type, class type. Okay, so this is another important interview question. The reason the result written by the type is itself an object of type. Okay, and you can see the differentiation between a type versus is instance. Number equal to true. If you see the type of number, it is going to print class bool. Is instance of number comma bool, it is going to return true. Is instance of number comma int, it is also returns true. So now you can notice why this is instance is preferred in many real world applications. Thank you. I will see you in the next lesson.